Greetings everyone, welcome back. Welcome me back actually. Was on a bit of a break, mostly due to some technical difficulties. Got a new computer to do the recording and whatnot. I do need to catch up on what I've been missing, so I've decided to play this game here. If you've guessed that this is a Pokemon trading card game, you're correct. Good for you for remembering the last videos I've done and all that. But this is a direct sequel released only in Japan, simply known as The Invasion of Team GR. This is a fan translation of said Japan-only game. I really wish this had come to the US because this is actually a slightly superior version of the first Pokemon trading card game. This is specifically for the Game Boy Color, which is nice because it adds a lot more to the art and all that. It looks prettier and all that. Some new animations were also added in because of that. Some of the other things is that it adds the Team Rocket set from essentially the first gen of Pokemon trading card game. Also adds some Japanese-only specific cards. Oh, excuse me. So that's it's pretty cool. There's a lot to learn about it, and there's a couple new things they've added in the game. We will tackle that along the way here. So, we're going to start with our new game. You can choose to either play as the boy or play as the girl. This is a direct sequel from the last time, and no matter who you choose, it basically just sums up what happened anyway with the last one. So here you can choose, it just starts off, you know, with our typical Japanese language, Chinese, Mediterranean language, I don't know. But you can hit upper, and you can just start typing your name there. You can also go to lower. You can also add in the different types as part of your name, but we're going to start with our classic name, Duke. And then that will be the end of that. So we'll just jump straight into here. And basically it just summarizes, like, I love collecting cards, sought the legendary Pokemon cards, 8 Club Masters, 4 Grandmasters, defeated them all, kind of thing. Literally a direct sequel. And then we got this thing here going on here. They're stealing stuff. They're actually stealing cards, is what's happening here. This being a fan translation, there are some minor hiccups that will be involved. You may see it stutter from time to time. Just throwing that out there. We have a mysterious group known as simply Team Great Rocket or Team GR. You can see where we got this influence from. These guys are actually jerks because they steal the cards from me and then they leave me just spinning around. This is triggering my motion sickness for days. So this is a world map that we're familiar with. There's a new thing that you're going to see where this blimp goes to, and that's called the airport. We will discuss that in detail later on. So we're going to go to Dr. Mason to talk about what's going on here. Oh, I'm also going to apologize. If I'm looking off center from the camera, it's my left to your right, I think, kind of deal here. It's because the program that I'm using always loads in the same spot, which is the far left of the screen. Everyone else memorizes where I last loaded it. Just this one keeps loading it there, and it's really difficult to keep readjusting the screen every single time, so I've just decided I'm just gonna play left. Lefty, essentially. My neck's gonna be sore though, because it's just, I'm looking at it at an angle instead of just straight on, so. We're gonna accept, he's like, hey, they're stealing cards, stop them. But they stole all my cards, so he's giving me a replacement deck. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but we're gonna change it. He's also giving me a mini computer. It's a lot like the computer that was in the first one, except now it's with me all the time. The downside to it is that, like, so you do get like multiple emails throughout this game, and it holds 8. It holds 8 emails, and that is the end of that. So we're gonna try to leave. He's gonna tell me to stop and come back because he's a jerk. But he's like, hey, do you know the rules? Do you remember how to play this game? I kind of remember how to play this game. I beat it once. I played it, I don't know. I played it like 7 months ago. Like, oops. I didn't want to talk to you again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. So here we go. Let's take a look here. So we've got Charmander, Charmeleons. These are the same ones we know. The Growlithe here is new. It's got Charge, which sucks because it's a coin flip. And then Ember, which sucks less. It's just basically like Charmander's Ember. But it's a 40 HP Pokemon. Like, Ponytail's the same, by the way. Don't worry about that. This is all the same. Diglett, Machop, and Machoke. The Machop, Machoke, and Charmander, Charmeleon are what I'm planning going to be using for a while. They're going to be my strong stuff. Then we got Rattata, Raticates. Those are new. Spearow, Meowth. Oh, this Spearow and this Meowth are... sorry. They're both different. We've got a 40 HP Spearow, single energy peck, double energy wing attack, which is not too bad actually. Better than the Pidgey, honestly. Then we got this Meowth, 50 HP, Bite, Fury Swipes for 3 coins. No biggie. Energy Retrieval, Potions, Gust of Wind, Switches, and Bill. The Bill is going to play a big part if we can get it right. And then it's just Fire and Fighting Energy that we have. So you can talk to Sam. You'll do a practice duel. You'll get a different practice deck like you kind of do from in the first one. But the first time you talk to him and have the said duel, by golly, it's the worst because it's the same thing where you learn. He tells you step by step. After that, you can freely play, but is that slow or what? So first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go to the Rock Club here. We see Ronald pretty quickly again. By the way, he calls himself our longtime rival, despite that we haven't known him for that long, and he's definitely not really a rival anymore in this game. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Anyway, so he's telling us that somebody called GR number 1 is attacking the Rock Club. They were really original with their naming scheme here, let me tell you. I definitely am naming my children simply as number 1, number 2, so on. Clubmaster, yep. I'd like to find it myself, but I don't have any cards to deal with. Why don't we card pop to get some new cards? So this is very interesting that they've done. This is a forced card pop scenario. It's also essentially a free one, but you get some sort of card. It's completely random. I really don't want this Chansey. But the other Chansey was nicer, but this does have 100 HP. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Now to save my data. You always save data after you card pop. So card pop is very useful, but you do have to know quite a couple of people to get that working because you can't card pop with the same person. So ideally what you do is you card pop when you only have like 4 cards missing. Like in the original there were specifically 2 cards you can only get by card pop. So, well, unless if you knew somebody else who was willing to trade you one for it, but no one did that. This place will soon be under the control of Team GR, so it looks like they're trying to take over stuff. You notice as well as that the clubs look very different from the first one. There's a lot more detail, and they each kind of represent their club. Like, we have the Rock Club here, so there's a bunch of rocks, essentially, and it looks rocky, I guess? Anyway, so he actually lost to G. To be fair, you can lose against him. That's just a thing. Anyway, so Gene recognizes us. We're the people of Dr. Mason. We also may have been the world champion, as it were, but details. So he informs us that Team GR has been attacking the 8 clubs. He's actually defended against his, but the other clubs suck. Anyway, so he tells us, go help the other clubs by taking down Team GR. If you talk to him again, however, he's like, hey, your cards were taken away? Don't worry about it. Just deal with other people. He did make a deck that makes GR number 1's deck look weak in comparison, as he says. This is actually important. We can fight against him so that we can have an easier time against number 1, because, spoiler alert, we're going to try to fight against him. Anyway. Alright, Gene. It's time to duel. One of the new things I will say about this game is that it adds animations, if you will. It's a strong word, I get it, but basically, if the computer players draw a good card, they may look happy, or they'll look sad if they don't get the card they're looking for, kind of deal. It's a nice change. You're like, poker face. I did not play first, and I really need it. I mean, I have a turn 1 energy play. By the way, some of the Japanese art's beautiful, like that Onyx. I'm pretty certain that's a Japanese card only. Oh, don't paralyze me, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I need all the time I can get. And I'm not going to bother retreating. Ooh, I like a Gust of Wind. It's another Onyx, though. I don't think it's worth it that much to play it right now. I'm gonna wait. I want to put the second one on. No. Maybe I'll just wait to see what happens. If he plays another Pokemon, I'll switch it out for that and try to take less damage that way. A Geodude would be nice. I would gladly switch for that. I'm not gonna bother retreating him. He's a dead man at this point, so I might as well just deal as much damage as I can. Or, here's a thought. Ponyta's gonna be able to come out. We're gonna deal 20 damage, then she can deal 30 damage next turn, and we're gonna be okay. We'll be good. We'll be fine. Alright, yep, so we must say adieu to our Machop now. Okay. It's a Tails when he's going to die. It's fine, that's usually how that works. Gene cheats with his coin flips. I am certain of this. That's the one thing I remember. Alright, so bring out the Ponyta, right? We'll get our trade for the day. And he doesn't really have a whole lot going on his side of the world, so... And we can easily just trade that out. Bring out the Onyx, or the Geodude, and it's like, what's he gonna do with that? We do need another Pokemon on the bench. I have realized this, which is unfortunate because that's gonna be Growlithe. I really don't want Growlithe. Like, really don't want him. Oh, he's gonna do a bind. Okay, this changes. Okay, nope, we're back. We really need to get that Rhyhorn, though. Because he has Rhydons. And those are the scariest things known to mankind. He's only got Leer right now anyway. So I don't need to heal up or anything until the very end, essentially. And Growlithe I could just put any energy on. It doesn't really matter, so... Yep, he's going up for the... Come on, do not get heads, please. Okay, so we need to heal Ponyta so she can take a hit. Rattata's gonna be stronger, that's the unfortunate part. Like, he's gonna be able to deal more damage, making him more consistent than a Growlithe. That is the worst part. The weak energy, the weak HP, yes, and the weakness to fighting type, yes, I get it, but I need to do this. Okay, so we just go straight for the Rhydon play. Okay, it's still a Horn attack, but this kind of makes things complicated because, okay, we got a Charmander. We do have a Charmeleon, but we need to power up so fast for that. I will do anything to get an energy badly. The good news is that this should put him on the brink. Is he? Yeah. So he's not going to do Ram until I actually bring out a Pokemon that needs to be hit again. So the question is, do I bring out the Rattata or the Growlithe? I'm gonna put out the Growlithe, see what he does with that. Okay, we have enough for Charmeleon's Slash and Flamethrower, which is nice. I want to see if he does Horn Attack or Ram. If he does Ram, this solves a lot of my problems. Yep, okay. This is actually really nice. We're gonna bring out the Rattata. And that will KO the Rhydon. Let's be real, the Rattata's gonna get knocked out. He'll be down to 2 prizes, but we need desperately to get rid of that. Put that there, put this there, make that a Charmeleon, and claim my prize for that. Not every day you see a Rattata get the knockout on a Rhydon, so... Switch is not going to be nice right now, is the problem. Alright, so he has another Rhydon on the bench. He is powering up so he can one-hit KO the Rattata, which I don't blame him. I don't blame him for that. Rattata is stupid weak. Especially when I have to go against the Rock Club people. If this goes badly, I may have to go against other people instead. Try to get some cards. They might have them. I doubt it, because this game gets pretty difficult in the beginning. So we're gonna use a Slash. And I'm not gonna bother retreating, I don't have any other Pokemon. And Charmeleon's really the only option I have left. Oh, look at that, it's a Tails. That's something I'm not gonna see that often, I'm sure. Alright. There's a Machoke, no Machop. Alright, so we'll put that on there. We need to use Flamethrower, because we just need to get these knockouts quickly. If I get another Fire Energy as a prize, that actually would be really nice. I forgot to, the tech speed. That explains why this is taking so long, because I forgot to change the tech speed. Okay. Oh, 1-2 Graveler route, okay. Stone Barrage, oh gosh. That's a scary attack, actually. Okay. Whew. Because all he needs is 3 heads for an instant knockout. So that's really, really, really scary. I'm not even gonna lie about it. That's super scary. Okay. Yeah, it still would have taken 2 attacks either way. There's no way I could have gotten around to getting rid of that Geodude, but man. I need an energy. An energy retrieval would be nice as well. Really need it though. Well, the worst part too is I need... Okay. We live through this day. This will even us up. I really need to change the text. Holy crap, it's so slow. I completely forgot about it too. I usually don't. But... man, it's been that long since I've been doing videos and playing Pokemon trading card games, so. The worst part too is you can make it even slower. This is the medium speed text, like... And this Marowak sucks, okay? Because if he gets heads, I can't attack my next turn. Okay. Someone is happy today. Okay, what do I get? Yeah. Yes, come on. Machoke's gonna be my other way out of this mess. It will be nice, though, once I finally have a thing. If you see me keep glancing off to my right, it's because, it's a head. It's because, like, I don't have a real way of knowing, like, how long I've actually been streaming, and I'm trying to, or, sorry, recording a video in this case. And with the text being so slow, I'm not used to where my timing is at currently. So, good news there. Okay, we need to basically hold out. And that's not a good thing, because this Marowak is all about delaying his turns till he can basically get a ride on. So, that's cool. Alright, we got one more hit. If worst comes to worst, we should be able to switch out the Charmeleon, bring in the Machop, and then get our final kill that way. There's a Spearow, actually. With his natural resistance to fighting type, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. Basically, will be my wall. My poor nose. A little stuffy. So, it's really fun. Look, it's a little cold. My nose isn't quite happy, which sucks. Okay, well, we got another energy, which is nice. Not the kind I'm looking for. He only has the 1 HP, right? So let's just bring out the Spearow. Like, even if I can't attack, Spearow will be able to take the hit because resistance. Okay, good. Still a thing. Alright, I got a potion. Man, I needed that, like, forever ago. That was his sad face. Don't know why, he's got energy. Like, he can get onto a Geodude. And he's got a Graveler. Why is he so sad? I don't understand. I could take, what, a couple hits? Or, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So, what we basically need is a fire energy. That is a switch? None of the things I was looking for. Alright, one more turn. If I get a fire energy, we can get one hit KO here. That's all I'm really looking for. Oh, please don't power up the Rhyhorn. That's... I really don't want you to have another Rhydon. Okay, come on. Nope. Stop it. 60-30. He's almost knocked out. Yep. Man, that resistance really saved him. Not gonna lie. Yes! Ah! Oh, thank you, game. Okay, Flamethrower. Ugh. Graveler takes the damage. Boom. That was another Spearow. Of course it was. But we did it. Okay. It's indeed power enough to defeat the Grand Masters. It was really close. It should prove useful for dueling GR number 1. Also, take this gift from me. We got the fighting coin, which is a Kabuto, sorry. Doesn't really make sense to be calling that the fighting coin, but it's fine. So that's a thing with this game, is that you can actually collect coins and change them out to how you want it. It's really cool, actually. By all means, please use it in your duel against GR number 1. At the moment, he seems to have retreated to the fighting club. I am their only hope. Really, though? Okay. When you see this X, it means something's new in the minicom, typically emails. We are going to configure real quickly, change that to fast. You can also... So it used to be just message feed and dual animation from the first game. This one also has the coin toss animation, skip some, show all. You want show all, really. You can also change the window color from reds to blue to green or gray, which is kind of like nice. You got like the... Whoops. You got like the triple combination going on. Oh, that's cool. So that is... I wonder if that's a glitch. If you press like down... If you press left and down at the same time to switch, the cursor's on red. Okay, no. It's just it doesn't change it. Fair enough. But anyway, as I was saying, the window color is like the starter type Pokemon, and then gray for like the sort of black and white original. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna keep it on red because that's the best. Let's be real here. So you can see you can look at the deck records, decks that have been saved, or you've collected like in the previous one. The shaking envelope is the mailbox here. We have a couple of them, okay? Reminding you about the auto deck machine. Yep, This one does become stronger. Well, it's not as necessary, but it saves a lot more decks. There's a lot more decks to go out and find and collect as well, which is really nice. But we get these cards here, which we didn't really get a whole lot. Let's be real. Whoops, don't read that. See, and we need to delete these to keep some free space. There is the deck diagnosis, which is just basically gives advice. Like, it's nothing too big. Yeah, but it tells you, it's like, hey, it can only save 8 messages. If you can't read, you cannot read new mail until you have the space, and then you have to, like, I don't know, you have to, like, close out of the game, I think. It's really dumb. Just delete the mail when you get the chance. We did get some nice energy, which is kind of what we need. Anyway, so on occasion, Ronald here is actually helpful. He'll give us some inside information on what we can get. His deck's made of water and electric Pokemon, so fight with a deck capable of repelling his Magnemite, which is, we're looking for, the ground type is going to be really good, and all that. So, if we go here, we've got the starter deck, and then we've got the GR deck. You always want to keep one slot free. I only made one deck, really. Here, in this game, we will be making several decks. Again, we will cover that in the future as we get to that point. But let's take a look. As you can see, he's got grass Pokemon, really good against the water Pokemon for those that have the weakness. And then we've got these Pokemon here. This is, in my mind, a better Graveler, but not that I wanted to. This is definitely a better Geodude with 50 HP and then Tackle. Can't go wrong with that. And I'm always going to love that Onix, but the other Onix, despite the artwork, is pretty good as well with Paralysis Effect and forcing them to not retreat. So, can't really complain. So here we've got switches, we've got a Pokedex, so on and whatnot. Typically you don't need to change their deck that badly. This Bulbasaur is actually really good with Razor Leaf and 40 HP. Not gonna complain. Their deck, like, unless, especially early on, you're not gonna have really other good cards to I should save it to the deck machine just in case. Nah, who am I kidding? I'll never play it again. So here we go. It's a lot of ground to cover. But you can see, this gym is way different now. Like, the entranceway, the side areas here, there's people you can talk to. Sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they want to duel you, sometimes they want to trade. Like, in any case, it was back then. But you can see there's this guy instead of our usual guy, Mitch. So, that's something to worry about. I am going to stop this first video here, just because it's quite possible I've failed Gene the first time round and had to restart it, so I got a lot of editing to do, but it was really bad. Let's just put it that way. We'll start up here next time. I will go back through my old videos, look at what's missing, where I need to begin the next ones, because I do want to continue some of the older projects and get back on track with that. But we'll definitely have this new project to look forward to. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. You all have a great day.